spending 18 hours in his cell. This is the punishment for MP Jordi Sánchez after recording a message for a political event while in prison. Hello, and welcome to Catalan News. The pro-independence leader took part in a party gathering just before the last Catalan election through audio from a Madrid jail. Because of that, the time he spends locked up in his cell will be increased for a month. He will also be moved to a new cell block. This on the day that the Catalan Parliament Bureau accepted the delegated vote of a pro-independence MP in Brussels. This is relevant as it enables the parties in favor of a Catalan state to use their majority in the chamber. Yet the Spanish government might take action to prevent this from happening once more. We'll give you the details on this and much more on today's Catalan News show. Jailed MP Jordi Sánchez will receive a harsh punishment in the Madrid prison where he's been held for over half a year. 18 hours in his cell and a change in cell block. The reason is that he managed to deliver an audio message to some of his supporters at a party event during the December 21st election campaign last year. One party colleague recorded his message through a call to the prison. The punishment includes the interdiction for Sánchez to get calls from this colleague during 6 months. Meanwhile, the also jailed pro-independence leader Jordi Cuixart asked the penitentiary authorities to be moved to a Catalan prison. Currently, he is 700 kilometers away from his family. He claims that his rights to have a family life and intimacy have been violated, along with that of his 1-year-old child. According to him, the fact of being so far from home also violates his right to defense, as not only his family has to travel far, his lawyer does, too. It's less than a month until the deadline to appoint a new Catalan president expires. If no MP has been sworn in by May 22nd, a new snap election will automatically be called. Everything is open as the main pro-independence party is still hoping to elect Puigdemont from Germany by amending a law, but hasn't yet unveiled an alternative if plans fail. At least after today, it looks more clear that a potential new investiture would succeed. That is, of course, if the Spanish government agrees to the latest moves in the Catalan chamber.
A double-edged sword. The European arrest warrants for Catalan leaders abroad were issued by Spain to bring them back for trial. Whether they succeed is far from assured, but the extradition order could now have unintended consequences and facilitate the appointment of a new Catalan president. There are 2 members of the parliament abroad, deposed President Carles Puigdemont in Germany and sacked Minister Toni Comín in Belgium. Until recently, they were seen as escapees. Their votes did not count. The 2 main pro-independence parties needed the support of far-left CUP in order to outnumber the unionist bloc, and agreeing on a candidate with CUP was no easy task. Things could now change. Today, the Parliament Bureau authorised Comín to vote by proxy, as it did with Puigdemont some weeks ago. The reason? The men can't leave Germany or Belgium until the courts decide on their extradition. So, if they're not in Parliament, it's not because they don't want to, but rather because they can't. Puigdemont has been able to vote twice so far. Tomorrow it will be Comín's turn.
Carles Puigdemont ja ha fet efectiva aquest vot delegat i si no hi ha cap diferència entre un i l'altre no hi hauria cap mena de motiu per invalidar-ho a hores d'ara.
The main unionist party is totally against the measure and the Spanish government is looking into the best way to repeal it.
Vergüenza. Que encima de que se salten las leyes, encima de que huyan de la justicia, encima sigan cobrando un dinero público y además quieran beneficiarse de delegaciones de voto. Me parece intolerable y creo sinceramente que el gobierno de España tendría que actuar.
The decision is backed by the pro-independence parties, but also by a left-wing coalition aligned with neither the pro-independence or unionist camps.
Nosaltres sempre ens hem posicionat a favor de garantir els drets polítics d'aquells diputats, diputades que han estat elegides per la ciutadania.
Her party says there can now be no more excuses. A new president has to be appointed as soon as possible. All candidates have so far been blocked by the Spanish courts, so it might be time for a new name. Or maybe not. The pro-independence parties are looking into changing the presidency law to allow MPs to be sworn in at a distance. So, Puigdemont could well be put forward once more.
Both Jordi Cuixart and Jordi Sánchez have been in jail for half a year now for their role in a demonstration and during the October 1st referendum. This vote has not only provoked a judicial case against pro-independence leaders, but also cases against the Spanish police. The Spanish police tried to stop the vote by force in a number of polling stations, including the Ramon Llull school in Barcelona. Here and in other sites across Catalonia, officers used rubber bullets against voters. One of them, Roger Espanyol, lost an eye that day following the impact of a rubber bullet, as he claims. Today, some witnesses testified in Barcelona courts, confirming Espanyol's claims. According to his lawyer, the witnesses also explained what happened right after Espanyol being hit.
Que en el moment en què Roger Espanyol cau i les dues persones que l'estan socorrent i l'estan ajudant, s'efectuen 2 trets més, també cap a aquella direcció. No? I que de fet que això provoca que les persones que estan allà comencin a fer visiblement amb els braços i senyals cap a la policia de pareu, pareu, perquè a més estem socorrent algú.
Moving on, if you've lived in the Barcelona area for the past few months or years, you will for sure have noticed the price of the rent is soaring. Today, we got some figures that confirm this feeling. Barcelona is the city in Catalonia and Spain as a whole where the rent is highest. On average, tenants have to pay almost 16 euros for every square meter they want to rent. That means that a 70 square meter flat costs more than 1,100 euros in an average district. The rents in Catalonia have slightly gone down this term, but they are still very high in comparison with the Spanish average. The 10 most expensive towns in Spain where the rent is the highest are also in Catalonia. A report by trade union UGT gave some gloomy figures about accidents at work in the past few years. A total of 432 people have died in the past 5 years in Catalonia due to workplace injuries. Between 2013 and 2017, the total accidents at the workplace increased by 25%. A UGT spokesperson gave more details on this.
Augmenta la sinistralitat en tots els sectors, però ho fa de manera molt diferenciada, despunta al sector serveis. El sector serveis és un dels sectors on hi ha pitjors condicions de treball, on hi ha majors índexs de temporalitat.
If you're a music lover or a fan of modernist art, you've probably heard of and even gone to see the famous, colorful Barcelona building, the Palau de la Música. But did you know that now there's also art to be seen inside? Let's take a look.
If you have recently walked by the modernist Palau de la Música concert hall in downtown Barcelona, you might have seen a new addition, such as a large metal statue on the patio. The Palau de la Música isn't just for concerts, hosting an exhibition centered on Spanish painter Antonio López. The display explores the various disciplines and mediums the artist uses. Additionally, it takes viewers on a journey through the central themes of his trajectory, like human beings and their environment, still life, and the fixation with the passing of time. And great care was taken in choosing which pieces would be shown.
Algo que se relacionaran bien entre sí, que mostraran la variedad que tiene mi trabajo, porque yo me muevo en unos espacios muy distintos, temáticos.
The pieces viewable consist of sculptures, drawings, oil paintings, and reliefs. One of these is being shown for the very first time, a bronze statue called Donna. Antonio López is thought of as one of the foremost figures in the Spanish realist movement of the 20th century. This is part of a larger effort to show that the Palau isn't only for music, it can be a cultural center too. López is just the latest in artists exhibited at the venue, a list including names like Joan Miró, Antoni Tàpies, Bill Viola, and more. The exhibit opens today and runs until the end of June, in a beautiful and accessible location, providing the perfect chance to enjoy some art.
To finish our show today, we leave you with images of the inundation of the rice paddies in the Ebra River Delta region. This is something that's done every year just before starting to sow the rice. Enjoy, and see you tomorrow.